What's up, guys? Miss Pass here, back with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes commentary video, and we are returning to the Lord of Hunger for the last installment of the event. Along with this last event is the introduction of the Lord of Hunger packs. Instead of one pack, it is now broken out into 3 separate packs. Each character is its own pack, and they cost 1,299 crystals. Obviously, no lessons were learned between now and the Citadel pack. So you get a chance at 5 or 30 shards of each character, 125,000 credits, maybe an Omega mat, a Mark III, and some Mark II ability mats. Now, to me, this is still not a good value, but the reasoning behind that is not necessarily just its price point, it's a combination of many factors. So, number one, they took the Citadel pack marketing strategy and broke it up into separate packs. Rather than having one Lord of Hunger pack that gives you shards for Nihilus, Sith Assassin, and the Sith Trooper, you now have 3 separate packs. So players have the option to choose whether to take any or all characters up to whatever star level point they want to. This is a good idea, in my opinion. However, the price point is where a large number of people in the community had issue with the Citadel pack. It wasn't that you had both characters in the pack, it was the price point, 3,000 crystals for 5 shards of 2 characters. Yeah, okay, you had a guaranteed Omega in there, some credits, and whatever else was in the pack. Now they've simply split the pack up, so you have one character for a little less than half of what the original Citadel pack cost, but now you don't have a guaranteed Omega, so take that however much value you want to out of the equation, and you're still only getting 5 shards for a character. I mean, if we were to take the approximate value of the credits and the ability mats out of the equation, you could probably say that you're spending about 900 crystals, and that's being generous, taking a 300 to 400 crystal value for the chance at an Omega, the ability mats, and the credits. You're spending 900 crystals, give or take 50 to 100, on 5 character shards. To me, the value just is not there. Now, what I would have probably, if I was EA, if I was CG's marketing department, the change I would have made to this pack between the Citadel pack and these packs would have been to market or price the packs at about $8.99 to $7.99 crystals, possibly even $6.99. Take out the Omega mat altogether if you wanted to, or make it a chance to drop, whatever. Reduce the credits, because right now credits aren't so much of a big deal, and you're going to be buying so many packs that 145,000 credits, whatever. Make it like 100,000 credits, whatever you want to do. But only make the shard count a chance at 5, 10, or 15 shards. Make people feel good about opening up 2-3 packs and getting 10 shards, or maybe one drop with 15 shards. When you have people opening 20, 30, 40 packs of these things and getting 1 30 drop or 2 30 drops, yeah, my buddy Deathwatch, shout out, he already had his Nihilus up to gear 8 by the time I was doing my event last night, literally like 30 minutes after the event started, so I had to use his Nihilus. I should have saved it for the last tier, but that's besides the point. Back to the packs. I would have, you have people get a sense of value for opening a pack. The excitement of opening a pack and getting a little bit more than what you thought you were going to get, or what the minimum amount is what drives people to keep pulling that lever. When you're at a slot machine or playing gambling, anything, I mean, the reward for that short victory is what keeps people pushing the button, dropping the coins, calling the house. You've got people willing to spend money when they feel like they're getting value for what they're investing in. when you are spending upwards of $400 for one character to take them to 7 stars, the value is not there. People do not feel the value in that situation. So to me, the Lord of Hunger packs are terrible value, and I really don't like to say that, because obviously I love this game, and I feel like, you know, everybody should have a shot, but it's just, it's unfortunate because these characters are so great. Now, on the flip side of that, they are great. These characters are great. If you haven't already seen Smithy D's video, he has a video already out of a 3-star Gear 11 Nihilus under a Zeta Darth Maul lead, tearing up arenas. So you don't have to go and spend $400 on Darth Nihilus to have a kick-ass Darth Nihilus. You can go spend that $400 on gear and gear up every single one of these 3 characters. Just gear them up to like Gear 11 for $400. What you're going to spend on one character, that's a ton of crystals. 4 vaults of crystals. You know how many vaults? That's over 63,000 crystals. You could do a lot with 63,000 crystals in this game. Like, a lot. Have you looked at the shipments lately? There's a lot of good stuff in the shipments for decent value. Now, would I like to see the furnaces drop a little bit in price so I could go and buy some? Yeah, sure, of course I would. But, you know, go spend $400. If you're going to go spend $400, spend $400 on crystals to buy gear. And then make your 3-star Nihilus, your 3-star Trooper, and your 3-star Sith Assassin Gear 11, and go tear up the arenas that way. What are you going to get for a 7-star Darth Nihilus? You're going to use him in raids, right? That's about the only benefit you get from taking him to 7 stars. Yeah, he'll have a little bit better stats. A little bit. But he's completely arena viable at 3 stars. The proof is there. We've already seen it. Smithy D's got the video to prove it. A 3-star Nihilus will do fine. Don't buy the packs if you don't feel like they are of value to you. Now, talking about the event, let's actually talk about Darth Nihilus here. This event, I thought, was a little bit easier than the other ones. You can see right here, this is the last tier, the last battle on the last tier, and I borrowed my buddy's General Kenobi and threw in my Zeta lead because I was expecting a little bit more of a fight. Honestly, if you run into Nihilus, healing immunity and ability block are going to be what does Darth Nihilus in. Also running Rex, which I ran Rex, for his tenacity up, you're going to be preventing Darth Nihilus from reducing the cooldown on his Annihilate ability. If there are no enemies, well, you're reducing the chance that he reduces the cooldown on his Annihilate ability if he has no negative status effects for which to use his Force Drain ability to reduce the cooldown. So, obviously, I had to go and activate my Darth Nihilus. I kind of regret leveling my Sith Trooper all the way up to level 85 because I probably should have saved all those credits for Darth Nihilus, but I was just a little trigger happy because, I mean, Sith Trooper's awesome, Sith Assassin's awesome, Darth Nihilus is awesome, but I can tell you right now that I'm going to be spending my next credit heist and or the next few Galactic Wars worth of credits leveling my Darth Nihilus all the way up to 85. I've, from borrowing a Gear 8 Darth Nihilus is good at Gear 8. 3 stars, Gear 8, you can have fun with him in Galactic War all day, every day, until the cows come home, if you've got a few Sith to back him up. So, of course, I had to go and I had to level him up a little bit. So my next credits are all going to go there. Again, this pack, I'm a little saddened. I mean, you look at it, 1,299 crystals, that's 1,300 crystals, times 2, that's 2,600 crystals, just $20. It'll cost you $20 just to take these characters to 4 stars. Come on! Was it really that much to ask for 10 extra shards from each of those events? I don't know, maybe. $20 just to take him to 4 stars. Kind of difficult choice to make, but at any rate, doesn't matter. Go ahead, take your Nihilus up to Gear 8. He's awesome just at Gear 8. You can just have lots of fun with him there, or you can take him all the way up to Gear 10, maybe 11, and have even more fun with him that way. 3-star Nihilus, he gets the thumbs up in my book. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. Like, favorite, subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Twitter. Join my Discord server, and I will catch y'all later.